Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Sorcerer Stone for the PlayStation 1. I'm Zach.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Alec.
Did you do that to insult me, sir?
We're actually in the demo mode. Whoops.
Whoops.
Brandon
Let's
fucked
get to the
up.
actual
Restart! But yeah, Brandon will be the one playing this game for us because he is a gentle giant.
This is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, called that in the Americas because we're idiots. It's however known as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in Europe and pretty much everywhere else.
No, weeaboos, not that Philosopher's Stone. Actually, there's quite a lot of games and stories that use the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There
is.
Full Metal Alchemist for Japanese.
There's quite a bit more. I do remember another one using it, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty well used. Being this isn't the PS3, the load times are basically non-existent, which I think is quite great.
Yeah, we were originally going to play this on PS2, but for some reason my capture device is being a dick.
Oh, good subtitles. So.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Nice,
that's good.
That's good.
But yeah, just to put this in context. Whoa, Hagrid riding a
Oh,
motorcycle. Did that happen in the movie?
It does.
Okay.
Remember in Deathly Hallows Part 1, he helps Harry escape from the Dursley's house on the motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, we're all major Harry Potter fans. We've all seen all the movies, but we didn't read old books.
I recently have been trying to get through Sorcerer's Stone, and yeah, it's quite good. I haven't read the books since I was a child, so...
I have read the books for Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince back in high school, but that's been a while.
And I haven't tried it at all.
Alec doesn't
I want
read.
to, but it's just...
Unless there's a manga, Alec won't read it. Nah, I'm kidding. I actually don't read books that often either. Not because I'm unintelligent and can't read. I do try to write. I really should start writing more, and I do know how to read. It's just books aren't my favorite medium. I mean, like comics and mangas I can read.
It has to have pretty pictures.
Isn't it kind of sad that this is a console game, and yet the Game Boy Color version of this actually goes through all of this story, like, slowly? Like, you start out in
Oh
Diagon
yeah,
Alley,
that's
and
right.
now-
This is just like exposition.
The PS1 version actually starts as soon as he arrives at Hogwarts and is sorted into his house. So does the PC version, which is weird, because the PC version, once again, is a totally different game than any other version of the game.
Yeah, a lot of the Harry Potter games are completely different. Sometimes for good, sometimes for bad.
But every version, at least for Chamber of Secrets, Sorcerer's Stone, and Prisoner of Azkaban, are all completely unique on every system they were released on.
When we start a more professional channel, we'll be having a sort of Harry Potter month. We'll be replaying this and a bunch of Harry Potter games. But for right now, in just these practice sessions, we'll just be playing a little bit of Sorcerer's Stone, maybe PS2 Chamber of Secrets. Oh, there's no voice acting.
Oh.
The disc is having trouble. There should be voice acting here.
Oh,
there you go.
Secrets, Harry.
Oh, my voice came back.
There should be music playing here too.
Every door, but keep in mind,
Oh, so back. I'm bugs there.
Yeah.
Is it the PS3 or is it the disc itself?
I can hear the disc scratching, so it could be that.
Yeah.
corridor is
But this is Professor Textured on Beard.
most
God, look at that thing. It's like engulfing his shoulders. Like the...
Yeah.
Jeez.
I couldn't tell it was him without his hat. Or his, the scarf of sexuality.
4 wonderful words, don't you think?
You didn't have to make that rhyme. Oh, wait a second. Actually, I want to do something quick. Let's... Yeah, definitely want to go to analog for this game.
Because it's 3D. So this came out when there was, like, analog sticks.
Yes, and you mentioned how the PS2 games actually very much borrow from the Legend of Zelda series. This does too, somewhat. Just like in Zelda, there is no jump button. This is all auto jump.
How do you feel about auto jumping?
I like it in most games. The problem is when the game expects you to fall down somewhere. Because sometimes
Oh yeah, because then you just automatically
they'll
jump.
put they'll like put 2 ledges close to each other, so you'll keep jumping in between those, and then have to go slowly to go down.
I can see why they do that for Zelda, and I can see why they do that for PS2 Chamber of Secrets.
Here are Fred and George, and they're individually, they're sweaters with their first name letters on them, because I guess even their mother can't tell them apart.
See you around, Harry.
It's a pretty big bean.
Yeah.
There is something I wanted to talk about, but it's a spoiler. I think we should avoid... I mean, I know the Harry Potter movies have been finished for Oh gosh, has it been years
Yeah.
already?
The last movie came out in 2011. However, the last book came out in 2007. So,
Oh.
I kind of want to still prevent spoilers for now, just in case.
Yeah, just in
Okay.
case.
I'm
yeah.
just...
now, do we know the password? yet?
Password. Caput Draconis.
Oh, that's right. Fred and George tell us, I believe.
Is that the same one from the movie? Kaput your conus? I can't remember.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
it is?
It
Okay.
is.
There's a lot of things they start bringing up in the earlier movies actually that
I
I
think
think,
the
getting dropped later on. Like the you don't really see the portrait for the house that much in the later movies, do you?
No, I don't think so. You collect Birdie Boss Everflavor beans to give to Fred and George to unlock certain secrets. I'm not sure about concept art, but
Do you unlock the chamber of secrets?
not until next game. But
With these jelly beans, I open thee.
Every flavor bean.
You need every flavor. Where's the shit one?
The adventure's all you have. Remarkable, isn't it?
Chocolate frogs also recover your health in this game, right? But they're like
yes, but they recover it by like a centimeter. You pretty much have to, Wiggle potions are better, but they're also extremely rare. This is you read this to look at like all the wizard cards you've collected so far.
Oh, okay. Isn't that in the other games too?
Please keep
Or like
the common tidy.
yes, it is. It's in Chamber of Secrets PS2 as collectibles. I believe if you collected a certain number in Chamber of Secrets, they increased your max health, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then in the GBC games, combinations will allow you to do I believe, one-time extremely powerful spell.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Game Boy Color games are RPGs, and I haven't beaten Chamber of Secrets, but I've gotten to the final boss. Bren, I believe, has beaten the Sorcerer Stone and Chamber of Secrets GBC games.
Yes.
Okay, and Alec, you've beaten the Chamber of Secrets one in a day, right?
Yep. But I was using Emulator and I just sped it up each time I didn't want to go through like.
I shouldn't say
full
random
random
battle because you can see them on screen. But
And being a game late in the PS1's life, the graphics are actually quite impressive. You're going to see a lot of dust and particle effects later on. But yeah, floating candles, ghosts will just wander the halls as you move.
Remember me, Ron Weasley. That slimy
I couldn't forget that deformed face anywhere.
yeah, like the graphics are fine, but like the faces
The face,
are.
Yeah.
There is actually lip syncing, but you have to look close.
Do you mean like mouths actually moving, or do you just mean like head bobbing like in Metal Gear Solid?
It doesn't bob, but they changed the texture on the mouth. From
Oh,
open to
okay. I
close.
didn't notice.
It looks odd, but
Come on, Harry.
it has its
Let's
own
find
style.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the famous Harry
Oh, hey,
Potter,
Dick
I'm
Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy, and you do well to show me respect. Looking for that
why?
owl of yours? How
Because
we get
this,
us upskirt?
because of this being a game, they have to like sum it all up. So they, of course, in the movie, he has a reason for disliking other wizards, but here it's just kind of like, I'm Malfoy, respect me.
What was it in Sorcerer's Stone? I think it's just some like Slytherin
See,
and.
look at that little bug. Just
Oh yeah.
and look
That's actually pretty
Wait,
cool.
were
at
you
the-
asking the?
at the particle effects coming off of the light. See the little dust particles?
Oh yeah, I do.
This
He's a
game is.
nasty
I
piece
think
of
it was near
work.
the end of the
Just
PS1's
ignore
life, so.
him. Us Gryffindor should stick together.
Are these the movie actors?
No.
Okay, I didn't
Come
think
on,
so.
Okay, yeah.
follow me.
They didn't actually. They didn't get any
Just
movie
focus on your
actors into
controller.
these games until Order of the Phoenix, and that's actually something that was well advertised for the console versions of Order of the Phoenix. Ironically, Daniel Radcliffe did not do any of the games, even Order of the Phoenix.
Oh really? That's
It like they got Ron, they got Hermione, they got quite a number of the film
Follow
actors
me.
in for that. But no, not Radcliffe. He hasn't done any of the games, which I don't really blame him. And
Just
honestly,
approach
these
the edge
these
and keep
these
pressing forwards on the controller.
these actors who also do the voices for the PC version as well, they do a fine job.
yeah, and
Oh, you
Chamber of
don't- I-
Secrets they sound pretty good as well.
I'll double back and watch the entrance.
Sorry, like I
You
haven't
know
played
what rescue
PS1 Sorcerer's Stone. I've only in terms of Harry Potter games, I've played Chamber of Secrets PS2 and beaten it. I've gotten to the final boss in Chamber of Secrets Game Boy Color, and I've played Prisoner of Azkaban, but it was so long ago I don't actually remember how far I got into it.
Oh, it just barely made it. I'm basically the same, but like I've actually beaten the Chamber of Secrets on the Game Boy Color, so. But I don't think I played Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, we'll have to get to that then during our Harry Potter month. I own the GameCube version of Prisoner of Azkaban, and it's actually quite a good game. It just the game obviously has trouble structuring levels and bosses because of how little action there really is in Prisoner of Azkaban's story.
Press the triangle button again when you've finished.
So basically,
It
a
must-
Sparrow.
Yeah.
In Sparrow, you could like hold triangle to look around.
Yep, basically.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it actually is
actually,
kind
it is
of
kinda
like Spyro.
Spyro.
Look at the
yeah.
and yeah, that draw distance is pretty impressive that you can see.
Yeah,
the
this
whole-
is
wow.
this is a. Besides the faces, this is a pretty good looking PS1 game.
Yeah.
Although I'd say Albus Dumbledore's model is kind of questionable.
Oh
Yeah.
God, don't let me fall down.
I was about to say you were just about to fall down there. Although at least then you wouldn't have
So
restarted
this
that
game
much.
basically kind of has platforming, or
Yes, in the same way that Zelda is platforming with auto jumping between spaces.
And it's more about the timing rather than like hitting jump at the right time.
Yeah. This isn't Uncharted. You're not going to auto clip to a platform when you jump off of it.
I am so
Now-
glad stairs are not designed like this in real
We
life.
can keep going, but I believe if even if we go up to that platform up there, there's actually nothing up there. I want me to go check anyway. I'm not
Nah,
sure.
let's just
Let's just keep going.
let's just
Yeah,
continue
keep
the story.
This is
Yeah,
a test recording after all.
yeah.
Ah, some snails have escaped from a care of magical creatures class. Careful, they're dreadfully poisonous.
how the heck do snails get
Press
out
the
of the
cross
place?
button. Cast the Nintendo
Oh, that's why.
from your
Oh no! They're getting away! Stop them!
and watch out for
Let's
those
slowly
poisonous
get to
snail
them.
trails.
It must suck to be nearly headless. I mean, it sucks to be headless too, but wouldn't it suck a little bit more to be nearly headless?
I forget whether it's Sorcerer's Stone or Chamber of Secrets, but in Sorcerer's Stone, yeah, you get house points for defeating enemies.
Oh.
Do you lose them in stealth sections?
No.
Okay. That was one. That was why I
That
couldn't
is-
win the House Cup ever in Chamber of Secrets.
I have
PS2.
done it before, but
In one of the
It was-
yeah, in one of the Game Boy Color games, nearly headless Nick is trying to go to something called a what is it? Some sort of
A headless ghost ball
like
or
like
something?
like a dead like a headless ball party, but because he's only nearly headless, he's not allowed to get in. So like you have to do a bunch of tasks to sort of help him out to let the other ghosts let him sneak by to go in. Since
Don't
he's
you
only
have to
nearly
bowl
headless.
with nearly headless, isn't it?
You get to, well, not his, because
No,
his,
yeah, it
his
can't be
head's
his.
his head's still attached. But yes, you actually have to bowl in that game with the heads of the other.
I actually kind of like that mini game. The mini
yeah.
games in
That mini game is really fun.
it is.
the mini games in Chamber of Secrets Game Boy Color are actually pretty good.
Yeah, I recommend you guys try Sorcerer's Stone too. It's actually not quite as good as Chamber of Secrets, but it's still good.
Hello again. Did you notice that those poisonous snails twinkle?
Well, I noticed the spot above them.
Things that twinkle can be affected by a Flipendo knockback jinx. This is a jinx.
The echo in this place is really bad.
Well, look at Hogwarts. You would think that everybody's voices do echoing off the walls. You couldn't hide any kind of secrets. Actually, an interesting note. You know the stairs that rotate by themselves in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are exclusive to the movies. In the books, honestly, it would be really hard to do Hogwarts from the books in a movie. In the books, the place is always changing. The rooms are like, you know how there's that room of requirement that they can like speak into, and then it will do what they need.
Yeah.
The whole castle is sort of like that in the books. It's always like there's like some of the layout stays the same, but the layout of the castle always sort of changes. There are always sort of weird secret passages that are constantly being created as if the place is alive.
Oh.
That's
Which-
actually interesting, but
Which is interesting because the Game Boy Color games actually developed that idea. There's no moving staircases. Also, weird early appearance by you-know-who.
thou
Yeah, he's like
who
stalking.
shall not be named.
He's like stalking Harry throughout the game. But when you consider the actual twist of Sorcerer's Stone, do you think he'd be, teaching class? Why would he just be stalking Harry
Well,
throughout the
you made it
halls?
this far. Now take a look at this.
My head is nearly falling off.
This one needs a
How does it do that?